Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to THS 8103 and Nursing 8542. I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to give you just sort of an update and sort of a pep talk, as it were, through this second week of these sessions dedicated to measuring effectiveness in knowledge producing teams. First, I want to start off by saying, as you may have been figuring out as you go through the material. This course is a little front loaded when it comes to the reading and getting caught up so that we can have productive time at our residency weekend. It's starting to level off a little bit, as you probably can see as you look ahead. But this is the week when we'd like to be sure that you've given some really serious thought as to the team that you will be identifying with to do your assignment to. Dr. Lee and I have both received emails from some of you telling us about your projects or the team, that you're interested in observing. For some of you, we encourage you to try your best to look for a team that you're not part of. And this is really because we really feel it's difficult to sort of observe yourself. But that we also temper with the effects of COVID and the fact that we're all working remotely and how that can also be challenging. So, send us your ideas and we'll give you feedback on what we think, and we'll take it from there on a one-on-one basis. While you're identifying that team that you plan to observe and work with, also think about which of those perspectives we talked about from the Pool et al. Article and that you worked on your wiki. Think about the approaches that you might like to take towards the lens that you're going to look through as you observe those teams. One of the reasons why we set you up this way in the beginning of the course is so that you can understand that even in the measurement of effectiveness of teams, we need to look through some sort of lens that brings us to want to understand more about many, many of those perspectives that you read about, either the functioning of the team or interpersonal relationships, intrapersonal aspects, how gender or maybe power are being worked out within the team. These are to help us sort of focus our lens so we can look at an aspect or maybe one or two aspects of a particular team and not get lost in just sort of what's going on overall, which is way too much to approach without some sort of dedicated lens. So you have been provided this excerpt that from one of my papers that explains the idea of knowledge producing teams and who they are, what they do, and how they're slightly different from other types of teams. And then, of course, your reading that you've been working on. And as you get closer to identifying that team, because some of you we have not heard from yet, keep in mind what you've read in work, Repco, Stotek, and Paul, and how that applies to the approach you're going to take. Also, if I haven't mentioned last time, I can't remember. We provided you here with an offering to join the Team Science Mendeley site. It's free, and this site provides you with access to literature that normally would be spread amongst many different databases in very many different disciplines. The Team Science community tries to keep this Mendeley site updated so that when students and even scholars are looking for literature, they can find what they're looking for more so in a localized place. So it's free to you. Please, I would encourage you to register to be a member of the Mendeley site, and then you'll have access to all of that material. I want to look ahead a little bit into the weekly sessions and prepare for um, what's coming down the pike. Next week on September 30th, and I ask you to please make sure you have this on your calendars, is we're going to have a Zoom call in. This is to sort of do some review of what we've been working on, have some conversation about it, hear what's going on with the work you're doing, and also prepare for the residency weekend, which will occur, of course, next weekend. Not this week upcoming, the weekend after our Zoom call. Most of our activities are going for this course are going to be happening on Saturday, October 3rd from 12:30 to 2:30. But those of you in the THS program know this is just part of the overall weekend. That is your residency weekend. So just looking ahead, and at that residency weekend, we're going to go a little deeper into the idea of these different perspectives and how they might actually even be translated into health related problems. And I look forward to working with you that weekend as well. I'm sure Dr. Lee is. And again, this was just to give you sort of an update of where you should be on your work as we move closer to residency weekend. And we're still looking forward to hearing from many of you regarding your choices for your team engagement. So please reach out to us, send an email with a little bit of what you're interested about, and we'll give you feedback. We certainly hope everyone continues to have a good week and look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.